Okay, so actually, a little more yet because I'm bored. I don't have no one to talk to. I don't know. I really have nothing I specifically want to talk about. But, yeah, hopefully there's more entries, or will be more entries, because like previously stated, I'm bored. I don't have one to talk. I have no one to talk to, so. But I'm starting to, I guess you could say, not feel discontent or scared. I always hate using the word scared or frightened or anything adjacent to that. I just always, because I'm kind of pussy. I don't know, but like it is his human emotion. What I'm doing right now is kind of unforeseen territory. I'm stepping into a new point in my life. It's pretty scary, honestly. I mean, it's pretty hard to just, I won't say admit it, but it's hard to kind of conceptualize it, something like that. It's just really hard. Just say for what it is. Like, it's tough to articulate it as that, but it's scary. Like a lot of times it's been scary, but for something that's for the most part been kind of frightening. Not even this like Spotman specifically. Jeez, I can't speak today. Give me a second to kind of gather. I'm trying to say. I need some water. No, no, grab. Duality, man, yeah. But not even just in this specific situation, but just in life in general. Always kind of been frightened of kind of those things that swayed away from what's the norm. And oh no, I don't feel this now. I'm not scared. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know what's forthcoming or what's going to happen, but I don't necessarily feel scared. I'm kind of content with walking the unknown. Like I try to rationalize and I try to articulate things like that. It's kind of like kind of manifestations or it's something kind of in my head going, kind of make sure I'm steering in the positive and train of thought. But I truly, in my heart of hearts, at the core of my being, I know that I can do it. I'm gonna do it. Kind of sense like a decisiveness. It's granted me kind of I really suck at speaking. You probably already inferred that if you're watching this in the future, but I'm having a hard time speaking right now. But I'm undivided. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm Keiwin. It's like every part of myself feels like I'm Keiwin. I'm not walking somewhere I don't want to walk to. I'm not being someone I'm not. I feel like I'm not in search of where I'm trying to go necessarily. Obviously, it's an everyday thing. And I'm the culmination of my efforts. And I'm human. The things that I'm bonded with and the things that I buy into, the ideologies or whatever, I'm not going to always align with it. I'm human. It's human error. But I know where I want to go. I truly know where I want to go. I know why I got to do that. It's just like, there's that decisiveness. English is hard. It's kind of removed that fear at the core of myself. That's something very liberating. Like truly, something that's kind of proud of myself. You know, something kind of I just don't know how to articulate it. It's just truly liberating. I feel free. You know what I mean? It's the kind of thing I've been in search of so long. In search of for so long, Jesus. I really recognize like how ass I am at talking. How ass I am at keeping the subject. Keeping, of course, the subject, but like, yeah, it's just liberating. There's no ways to articulate it. I truly feel free knowing where I want to go. Just kind of having that decisiveness of what's next and what I do to go there. But yeah. Now I want to talk about something completely different. which I don't have decisiveness. I know it's decisiveness, but English is hard. So yeah, I don't have decisiveness. Kind of. It's kind of relating to this. We're not gonna talk about the accent change. English is hard, since they, as I stated previously, but I feel like I just have a very hard time just articulating myself. Not even like a situation like this. Like I'm literally talking to myself right now. There's no one probably gonna see this or even an excerpt of this ever. Like at bare minimum anytime soon. And I'm kind of struggling, but if I'm letting people down, it's my lack of communication. It's something I'm growing a bit insecure about. I'm a bit insecure about. And it's something that's always been present. I mean, like I've never really been extraordinarily vocal or always having like a very demeaning presence when I speak. Demeaning? I don't know why I say demeaning, but like a very felt presence when I spoke. So I didn't speak much. And even when I do speak, I'm kind of soft spoken. And that's it. I don't really like articulating myself in a very, I guess, vulnerable way. Like speaking on it is one thing, kind of, I guess the language when I speak on it is kind of something that better articulates what I'm trying to say. I'm a shy nigga, like I'm genuinely shy. Like I really have a hard time just saying the most very conforming and very easy things to say. I just have a hard time saying it to people. I feel like it's kind of making a rift in a person, my family, and people I truly care about. I haven't seen my grandmother, father, or my aunt. Kind of play like a very, very crucial part of raising me. I guess like he was always present, you know, my upbringing, my early years, and been very important to me. I just haven't been able to be there because I truly don't know what to say. Like I truly don't know how to tell them I miss them. I tell them can I come over or whatever, or just even tell them like what's going on. It's not that's necessarily anything they did wrong or anything of that sort. Is coming from their end. It's just, and personally, I just don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I feel like I developed the courage to existentially kind of at least let niggas know I exist. Like I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? Or check up on them from my end. But even as I've grown, I'm at the point in my life where I confidently say I'm a man. Like obviously I've surpassed 18. I'm 19 now, but it's a process. Like anything. There's been maturation. It isn't really very linear. It just doesn't really change overnight when you turn 18. But I feel like I'm truly at the point in my life where I'm a man. You know, I've stayed bonded to my principles. Like I said, I'm not perfect all the time. I would just say like probably 3 minutes ago that I'm not always going to be aligned with them, but for the most part, I'm aligned with them. Yeah, I think somebody's going to come through the door. Should be fucking hilarious. Anywho. Yeah, man, you. I just don't know. I kind of feel like that's spilling over, obviously, to my family life. Because these are people that care very deeply about me. It's not even just them, which, yeah, which sucks because obviously people that are important to you, you want to keep them close. It's not the most profound thing ever, but I'll make it a big point of contention to be a bit more vocal. Gotta say things that's on my mind. I want to tell the people around me that I love them, I care for them. I say I'm not really good with the sentimentals, but they matter. They matter to me. Even just to myself, to kind of let myself know these things. You think I'll have a lot better of a connection with myself if I'm just speaking to myself on a Saturday at 4:30 p.m. But yeah, I could also feel this building, seeding to other relationships in my life. Obviously, family, extended family, people that like that close to me that were a big part of raising me, and even them, it's kind of not really being there from parts of my own doing, for my lack of communication. It hurts, but like that sees over to other things as well. That sees to other people. Excuse me. It sees over to my relationships with other people. You get what I was trying to say. But yeah, I mean you're me. Obviously, you get what I'm trying to say. For the most part, you get the sentiments. So I hope you would. I definitely am talking about a bunch of bullshit, but like you get the sentiments. Like you my nigga, bro. You me. My fault. My fault. But yeah, that seething over our relationships. Obviously, extended family, but yeah, accidents for courage, which is Sergey Dilla. My fault. I'm not losing my train of thought. I promise you, I'm not losing my train of thought. It's just I'm having a hard time articulating it, which should really matter because I'm just freestyling here. But yeah, I said I have a hard time explaining these sentimentals and being vulnerable. But I also spoke though, existential courage. So I'm gonna do it anyways. So this is this girl I met through it's not a dating app, but I was very cognizant of why I was on that app. And you was cognizant of why I was on that app too, you're me. So yeah, November came around, right times, wait for Christmas break, bored, alone and bored. Hopped on the app, put those trash ass photos up. I was just talking to one. One day, girl came around. Not me. Bop, bop, bop. I don't remember what the fuck I said. Eventually, what I initially said, I remember what we said. We talked about chores. Random conversation started, but the conversation just flowed so well. And she was just cool. You know what I mean? Time passed. Yada, whatever. Obviously, I like this girl to an extent. I can't really say that I do. I truly can't. It's just that distance, that void, obviously, to have such a relationship so intimate and kind of having that space, it doesn't really void well. Lacks a lot of connectivity. That's a lot of continuity. To have someone that close for just so far, obviously, it can't work. And like, I'm gonna get to that. I definitely about to get to that. But yeah, on this profile, when I first talked to her, she made it very, very well, she just straight up said that she wasn't currently looking for a mobile mouth, a relationship. Honestly, I try my best to honor that, but I knew I was under. And part of me is kind of disappointed that I still followed through. I know I even, somebody's about to walk through. Why am I whispering? I don't know. But yeah, I knew my intent. I knew her intentions. Now, first, I tried to convince myself that like I was gonna honor that. I don't give a fuck if somebody walks through. Existential courage. You know what I mean? I don't care if somebody walks through. Let's say I'm talking to myself. What now? What now? You know what I mean? But yeah, I tried to convince myself that somebody was stepping hard as shit. I tried to convince myself that I was gonna honor that. But subconsciously, Freudian slip. Subconsciously, I didn't. I knew I wasn't gonna do that. So time passed, whatever. Finds out she just wasn't saying that for shits and giggles. She had a nigga. So, yeah. But that kind of is falling through. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And, you know, what's going on with that? Like, I just really don't. I don't know how to tell her. And necessarily that I like her. Because, like, I don't really have a problem with saying that. It's just, I don't know how to show her. You know what I mean? This is very embarrassing. But, for me, so you know what you did. You know what you did. And, yeah, I guess, like, it relates back to, like, the thesis or the main idea of this whole dialogue of the day, I guess, or just entry, fucking video entry, I guess. But I really struggled to communicate. I really struggled to articulate to say the things I wanted to say. It's how I felt. And she's going through a lot. Yeah. I'm glad, and I really think I can help to the extent. Obviously, someone you care about, you want to help. Not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Not nothing profound. I don't think I've said anything to even be like mind blowing. It's a whole like 20-minute duration, but yeah, I just don't really. I feel like I don't have the capacity to do it. I don't have the capacity to do it, but like I'm struggling, bro. I'm genuinely struggling to like say what I gotta say. Came a time, bro. Necessarily a time specifically, but time and time again, she's kind of telling me what's going on. She's kind of giving me the wrap around what's going on personally. I can relate a lot to what she's going through. I've been there. I don't know why I don't want to just go into detail, but the video's getting kind of long. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I kind of control what's going on. I'm not gonna edit this bitch neither, so who gives a fuck? But she gives me the run around. What's going on? Like, I've been there. I could really offer help. But even besides that, like, just cover her kind of a time of need. But I just don't know how to do it. I feel like I know how things to say, I know the things to do, like the distance. I struggle to show face. There's a world without words. I mean, where those words don't really hold weight. I feel like that's in any situation. Maybe if she was here, like things I say, you could reach a bit further. Because there's a relationship, there's something that just can't really be articulated with words. That's kind of there, and that still could be done. Like even shit like this, like a little video. I just struggle to show face on it. Even like a voice note, I just struggle to show face. Struggling, like people I really care about. I don't know how to tell them I love them. I don't know how to care for them. And I think my biggest fear, or maybe even at this juncture of my life, my only fear is that I never say it. It's a point where it's going to come a point where the time isn't here no more. Yeah. So yeah. Entry number 1. It's March 14th, by the way. I eventually found out what the date was. Saturday, March 14th, 2026. So yeah. I'm gonna say some stuff tomorrow. Hopefully it's pretty cool. And hopefully you get a couple answers. Hopefully. Yeah. So yeah.